Thanks for coming back, Becky Wentz and Kimberly Worrell, to talk a little bit more about the Oklahoma City Museum of Art. You are now into your major plans for the September Renaissance Ball. Please share these plans with us.
Absolutely. So this year's Renaissance Ball is the 43rd annual event, and it is on Friday, September 7th at the Oklahoma City Golf and Country Club. And we have a cocktail hour that begins at 7 p.m. that evening, followed by dinner and dancing. Our band this year is sold out, and they were a big hit last year. They've got a great horn section, and they're a lot of fun. They get out on the dance floor with all of our guests and really make sure that everyone's having a great time.
Well, it is formal.
It is. It's a black tie gala. It's the first event of the Oklahoma City social season. So everyone's coming back in town from their summer travels, and everyone gets back together at the country club for the Renaissance Ball.
And that's exactly what happens. And it's a beautiful ball. It's just one of the prettiest of all.
We're very proud of it. It's a very important fundraiser for the
43
museum.
years, I guess so. That's a long time. Well, so do we have a theme?
We do. This year the theme is inspired by our upcoming fall exhibition, Victorian Radicals. And so we're really pulling from a lot of the art in the exhibition and a lot of the themes of the exhibition. So we're planning on treating our guests to a very romantic Victorian feel with lots of deep, lush colors and beautiful floral arrangements.
I bet they will be. I bet the whole thing will be lovely. Victorian Radical. Now, what does the radical part mean?
So this is a group of artists in the mid-19th century that were essentially starting Britain's first modern art movement. So it's some names you may have heard of: Rossetti, William Holman Hunt, a few different artists that were kind of part of this pre-Raphaelite school that were creating these incredible, like Kimberly mentioned, lush, jewel-toned paintings, also decorative arts. So the one fun thing about this exhibition is it won't just be paintings, it's also jewelry, there's costumes involved, there's all sorts of different things. So we're excited to showcase that. It opens October 13th and it will run through the holidays. And
your invitation to the ball has those same jewel tones, I think you said.
Absolutely.
And are they out? Are the invitations out?
They are coming soon, so keep an eye out in your mailbox for them.
And they have the green, you said,
yes,
jewel
tones.
tones.
Yes, it's an emerald green jewel tone with lots of gold accents. It's very gorgeous.
Victorian is a pretty nice period to draw from, I would think.
Yes. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
And so you all have honorary chair. Well, who are your chairmen first?
Our chairmen are Jennifer and Aaron Ketter, and Aaron is our former Moderns board chair, so our young professionals group at the museum. So he was their former board chair, and he and his wife have stepped up to the plate to chair this year's event, and they're doing a great job. And
they're young.
They're very young, and it's really exciting. It's a kind of infused energy into the event, and we're really focusing on promoting what's coming up at the museum with the Victorian Radical show.
And you have an honorary chairman, which we love. So
absolutely.
Tell us about Betty Jo and Frank.
Frank and Betty Jo have been very involved with the museum for many years. Betty Jo was a docent at the museum for many years, and Frank has been on our board since 2000, and he served as our board chair from 2008 until 2010, but he was also very instrumental in bringing the museum down to its downtown location several years ago. So we couldn't think of a better person to have, or couple to have, chair this event, and we're excited to support them and thank them for all they've done for us.
Well, and so does a committee choose them, or do you do you choose them, or how do they?
It's chosen by the leadership of the museum, and we really work to thank those people. For example, Frank and Betty Jo were event chairs for the ball, and they served as sponsorship chairs a few times. So they've been very involved with every facet of the museum, and this is a perfect way to thank them.
So will they be introduced, or is there a program during the evening?
There's a very short program at the very beginning of dinner where we'll recognize our sponsors and, of course, Frank and Betty Jo, and share with our guests a little bit more about the event and why they're here and what their gift supports at the museum.
Good. Well, okay, so how many are coming?
We try to sell up to 500 tickets for the event, and so we are getting ready to sell individual tickets for the ball, so keep an eye out for that in your mailboxes. And the tickets will be $600 a piece, but we are offering a museum member discount to make them $500 a piece for our members.
Good. Well, so do you have a big committee that works on this, or volunteers, or what?
So we do have a few volunteers that help us with this. We have our event chairs, and we instituted something new last year where we have co-chairs for the event. And this year's co-chairs are Caroline and Durward Hindi. And then them, along with the Hills and our sponsorship committee, help us raise the money for the fundraiser.
And you have a lot of sponsors.
Yes. Yes.
Do you want to mention any of them? Do you have?
Sure, absolutely. Devon Energy, of course, is a wonderful sponsor, with Aaron chairing the event this year. But they've supported the ball for many years. OG&E, Inasmuch Foundation, Sonic, Crawley Petroleum. We've got a lot of different supporters that we are so grateful for.
You bet. Okay, so then I seem to remember last year the moderns took over. The young people came in late night. That's what it's called. So tell us about late night.
Yes, so for late night, the moderns come in, and after dinner, when dancing begins, when the event mood kind of changes and the band starts playing, we offer a late night ticket for the after party for the Renaissance Ball. That is a $100 ticket, or it is $75 if you're a Moderns member of the museum, and it's from 9:30 to midnight, and you get to dance the night away.
It was a lot of fun. I mean, everyone I think everyone from the main ball stayed late night. I think everybody stayed.
Yeah, it's just continuing to grow in popularity, and so we're very pleased by its success.
Okay, so how do we get tickets to any of these things?
I'll take that.
So if you're interested in sponsoring, you can call the museum and talk to Kimberly, 405-236-3100. If you're interested in buying tickets, you can visit our website, and the late night tickets will go on sale next week. Our website is okcmoa.com.
Great.
And if you're interested in buying tickets to the ball itself that Kimberly mentioned, we will be sending invitations out, and we'll also be selling those online.
But at the door, they can't buy them at the door yet?
Cannot buy at the door, unfortunately.
Well, it is certainly a lovely party, you all, and I think everyone should be there. I really do.
We agree.
So you have another fundraiser, though, that's coming up in October. So tell us a little bit about that.
Sure. Art on Tap is our beer tasting event, and it is our only fundraiser that is held at the museum. So you get the opportunity to come into the museum on a Friday evening after hours. We've got many different beer vendors and food vendors where you can sample many different beers from all across the state. A lot of new beers have been introduced in the last few years into Oklahoma, and so our vendors do a really great job of bringing in brand new varieties that everyone likes to try.
And you're on the roof, too.
We do. Capital Distributing is supporting our Roof Terrace Beer Garden this year, and so we've got a great band planned. Again, it'll be Hook on the Roof Terrace, and it's a fun night. It's usually one of the first nice, cool evenings of the fall, and it's a great evening to watch the sunset on our roof.
And you have the local entertainment and local restaurants, I think.
Absolutely.
And what are the restaurants? Do they have a buffet, or what do they do?
We try to do a little bit heavier food, since everyone's drinking beer, to help settle their stomachs and make sure everyone has a good time.
And it's a lot of stuff that complements beer well. So we've got usually
pretzels and carbs, lots of carbs that night.
That's awesome. Well, we must mention again Isabel. So tell us how the exhibit's going over there, and go over that just a little bit more.
Yeah, so our summer exhibition is in full swing. It's Isabel Dvorskrov, fashioning art from paper. And it opened in June, and it will be open through September. So we're really excited about it.
And you've had 2,400 people come in the last 2 weeks.
We've had a few thousand already. So it's just been wildly popular so far this summer. And we've had a lot of people who are coming back multiple times, which is really fun to see. It's just such an incredible exhibition. There's so much detail. It's hard to just see it once.
It really is. And I guess everybody wants a catalog, or does she have a book too?
So the catalog it chronicles the exhibition. So that's been very popular.
I guess so.
Take a little piece of it home with you.
Well, you want to look at it several times.
Yes.
Well, it is a very fabulous exhibition.
Thank you, and thank you for visiting.
Well, I think that everyone needs to visit it. I mean, that's something that you'd never see anywhere.
Yeah, it is. It's very unique.
Very unique.
And there's the fashion aspect. There is the painting aspect.
What an artist.
Yes,
there's
just a lot of different things to appreciate.
Did she say if she's doing something else? Has she started on another project? Did she say when she was here?
She did not say, but I know she is continuing to work and to be active. And
I mean, this may be her. I mean, this would be my swan song. I mean,
yeah. Well, and this
hard.
is the first time that these 4 collections have been exhibited together. So if you visit the exhibition, you'll see there's 4 kind of distinct areas. Those are her 4 collections, and
Does she keep them in Belgium, or where is she with them?
She keeps them in her studio.
Yes, her studio is in Belgium. But they're traveling all over the country right now, so we're very lucky to be one of the venues. It's also been in Tennessee and Florida, so it's fun to have it here in Oklahoma City.
Well, viewers, take a look if you haven't been over there. And when's it over?
It is through September 9th. September
9th. Okay. So anything else about the Renaissance Ball?
We hope you buy tickets to either late night or the full ball. We would love to have everyone in the community support the Art Museum through this great fundraiser.
Great. Anything else about the museum?
I think that's it.
Okay. You all, well, thanks for coming back. Come back anytime, you all. You always have interesting information about the Oklahoma City Museum of Art. There's always something wonderful going on over there. Thanks for keeping us informed. Thank you.